Welcome to my day two of 10 Days Live Challenge. Hello, everyone. This is the third time going live in my YouTube channel. Welcome and let me know in the comments where you are watching from if you can see my live. So today, this is the second, the third. So I did my live twice last night because we are doing this challenge for 10 days. Plus, I have a live episode together with my business partners, accountability partners. So, today I want to talk about something very personal, my why. Actually, I have a long story. And I'm going to make it short tonight just to let you know how I ended up as a um, in digital world. Okay, so long story short, way back, um, as I told you, I was born in Philippines. So you know, I was born with life that we considered like a survival mode. I was very hardworking. So I mentioned that yesterday that I am the eldest among we have a huge family and I am the eldest. So at that moment I am juggling responsibilities as the eldest and the same time carrying the weight of being a breadwinner. So you know that in that moment you feel in your mind that you need to look for something different to change the life of your family physically. So I worked hard. I started as a working student. Oh, actually, there's so many ups and downs in during in study moments because even summer, I am nonstop just to cope up my units to finish my degree. So you know, after a week or less than a week after I graduate, I I told myself not to look for a job, right? And that's the meaning of education. After you get your degree or anything else, you need to look for a job, right? And it was easy because you're anxious to help your family and to bring them or to provide them something to give for them. And that moment I went, but later on, after 2 years, I was looking that I need to go look abroad. That time was in 2006. Everyone was going abroad, Filipinos working abroad just to help their family and to provide their family. So for me, I am on that. I finished my degree, I have my diploma, I get it all done, I prepared. So I need to look for um, something. That time I have an aunt in Singapore. So I said, oh, I need to go to Singapore. I have no idea actually for how I can how what I'm going to do at that time because you know um the all I want is I am anxious to find a job. And then when I reach home, I was on tourist visa. I went there and they said I think in immigration they asked me they are talking that actually it's very long that story, but you know that it started the time. Even though I was when reaching Singapore, I have no idea where I'm going to, where I can, how I can start, and I ended up working as a helper because I have no more time. I have 15 days only in Singapore, so I have no time to look for a job. So I need to grab that opportunity. So first interview, I got the interview, and I start my work. So after that, there's another story behind it because um, after more than 3 years working there, I have a work visa in Spain by the help sponsor the time of someone that now I am living with, my husband. So and that time I said, okay, I need to go to Spain. When I came here in Spain, I always remembered, I almost um the last minute what do you call that, last minute calling my name to the airport to go for a domestic flight where I am going to, because no one speak in English at the airport. And the time I don't know where to go. But luckily they paged me, and then I went through. So there, the first moment that I um, came here, when I get down to the airport, is my problem was the language barriers. But anyway, Spanish, Philippines, we are colonized by Spanish. So we speak mostly in my dialect. We have speaking the Spanish the same way that we pronounce, or there's is a problem with the spelling, but we pronounce it or we speak it. So it's easy for me to adapt. After a month or weeks here in Spain, I already took a little bit of Spanish. And then right moment that my partner that time, my boyfriend that time, he said, you need I said, I want to go for a work, for another work that I can do. I said, I don't want you to work like you have done in Singapore. I think you need to work another time or differently here in Spain. So I said, what I'm going to do, I need to study online. So study online just to get a certificate, because I think my diploma from my country, it's not, you need to a lot of processing here in Spain in educational just to get that validate, right? So what I've done, I study online, and after 6 months I got my certificate. And after that I went to um, teaching TFL. So TFL as a foreign language is very easy here in Spain in a way, because you know it's easy to teach for it, that because so many people, so many young kids want to speak in English and trying hard to learn how to do it. So what I did is I'm doing classes one on one. Sometimes I went to the group. I went also to school with extracurricular activities, because after their classes, like two two in the afternoon, they have extra activities, physical and studying also another language like English. So I'm trying hard. That moment my husband, my partner, was still working, and I don't have any driving license when I reach here. So what we did is every time she get home at 2 p.m., we're gonna have a lunch. But sometimes she cannot start at his lunch. She's going to bring me going to my work. And my work was, for example, I have five group of people to teach in one afternoon. I need to jump from one place, going to another place, then back another to another place. That was horrible. But I'm doing it for more than 4 years. I'm happy for that, but I'm doing it for more than 4 years. And then later on, it's really hard. And I said, I need to find something that I can do. So I am a business minded. So my husband said, I guess I am going to retire soon. We are going to start a new business. And I started my physical business. I was very excited because I have a physical business. I'm going to be entrepreneur of my own. And I never thought in myself that the consequence or those things that I needed to build up a physical business. In Spain, we have so many taxes. You need to pay the rent, you need to pay the taxes every 3 months, there's so many. And I think we made a wrong mistake looking for a place that we don't have the house. We need to rent another house just to stay there. And I said, what's going on? Why I did decide like this? I was crying, I was stressed, but we continued doing it for a year. And after a year, I said, wow, we cannot make this because it's really far from where we live and we need to travel 30 kilometers every day. Then we have to rent house this. I have two dogs. I have, that's really horrible, the situation. And until we decided, okay, we are going back to the city. We are going back to city. We are going to bring our our business to the city. Another consequence, there's another problem. I am a small entrepreneur, right? So I am a small entrepreneur, and if you are in the front of businesses, huge businesses that have a brand, like here in Spain, there's a Corte Inglés, there is a um some shop that's have a brand name, right? And I was there in the middle, and my shop was in the middle of all brand names, and I was like, how I can sell to people, how I can get my clients with my clothes. And I have, when I'm looking back, the clothes that I am selling is from just like for 50 or 60 ages. Oh my God, is that because my husband and I, we have a contrary of thinking on how we can manage your business. So it long, a year, another year. And after the year, I said, "Ah, this is enough." Until I get the day that my house is about um, 45 minutes by transport, by bus. But sometimes weekend, I didn't get my husband to disturb my husband. That's because that's the day that she rests. So I get to my bicycle and I went to the city. That was a very long 28 kilometers. And when I returned there, and one day I fell in one accident in the middle of the road. By falling to my bicycle, and I said, "Oh, this is not a good idea," and I ended my business. I was really down. I was really stressed. I was really burned out, and I'm bankrupt. Bankrupt. Okay, we call it bankrupt because we totally put it everything down there. So the life was very difficult that time. And I said, what I'm going to do next? What I'm going to do next? I was crying. And my husband said, study again, study again. So, okay, okay, I just accept that, um, accept the challenge. Go to look for academy where I can study like a ground stewardess. Ground stewardess is my dream. Actually, I'm not tall. I am short. And but I have the dream be a stewardess one day. But that's impossible dream for me. That's an impossible dream. So I said, okay, ground stewardess is okay, right? To work in the airport, um, helping there or assisting the, you know, all the works. It's for me. Oh, okay, that's great. Height it doesn't matter. So I go for it. I go for it. I go for it. And after I think 3 months of studying, we got the diploma, we got everything. I said, "Oh, I need to look for a job." My problem was still I don't have a driving license, and I said, "Oh, this is hard." So what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do? Luckily, when the world was really down, way back 2019, 2020, 2021, I think I got a call, a surprise call, and they said, "Oh, they are going to interview me for uh, like a stewardess also, but you are in a ground stewardess, right?" They said, "Okay, I'm going through." I was thought about it, but no, it's not. It's a our town hall called me to have an interview, and I passed the interview. We have so many applicants, but I passed the interview, and they told me you're gonna start it to work on Monday. I heard it said started to work. You go back here on Monday, so that's what I'm thinking too. It's like go back there on Monday, but I didn't know that I'm going to start that Monday. And I'm gonna late. I just work late, but after that really difficult time, and we said I need to look for a job that I can carry my work at home, or I can start something from home. And before I ended my contract, I found the business online. This business from my feed, actually it was there all the time, and I said, why I am seeing this? What they're doing? What I became curious, and I said, oh, I'm going to. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try. But that time I'm still working. But my mind was thinking about it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try until I found my business. So I found it December 2020, 2020, and I said, I'm going to start later after my contract. So my contract ends April. So when I saw that April, that time, I was planning with my dream home at home. The whole 6 months that I'm working, I don't save anything. I just want to get back there because I was excited that I'm going to start to build my dream home, right? So I was spending a lot of that, and later on I said, how I can get started my business if I don't have nothing? But I'm eager to, because my mind was said, you need to do this, you need to start this. So I said, okay, I need to start this. And after my work, it became a business. I jump online. I don't have any idea. I go live in the very first time in my page after a week that I joining, and I was shaking. I was sweating, and I said, "How I can get started this?" But I'm going to. I meet different people from all over the world, from Canada, from US, and I get started. So this is the reason I feel here. My hard working, my responsibility as a breadwinner, and carrying the weight, my life, my stability that I'm going to be here in Spain, my future, my retirement, all of it. I think if I consider that, how I was in already reaching my 40s, and I said, I need to start something. It's never too late, right? It's never too late to start something. And and I feel already tired of juggling any work from one place to another place. So I want to have stay home. I want to give more time for my husband that he needs to, because he needs some assistance for this time. And also I have my dogs, I have my family back home. Sometimes if I am working whole day, I don't have any time to call my family back home and say, I have a lot of reason, and I want to go have vacation with my family. And that was also the number one reason that I am here, because I am supporting my family, my brothers. So I started with my why, with my family, and I wanted to support without sacrificing my health, my peace. When I was that accident, and when I fall in that accident, I said, oh my God, how I can continue my life if you become disabled one day, right? Life is so short. We give time for ourselves. We need to love ourselves. We wanted freedom, just not just a financial freedom, but time freedom. We need the freedom to work from home. I have that experience of being working as a boss. It's very different if you have your own boss. You are working for those people's dream, for your boss dream, not your dream, right? So freedom, you need to care also for your loved ones, and freedom also that you have finally breathed away from those worries in your life. So that's why, to all of you who are watching, wherever you are watching, I wanted you to know you need to believe in yourself again. You need to feel the confidence. You need to have that capable mind, capable mindset that you need to be proud of building something that can help you and also for your future of your family. So when I found this business, it wasn't about a quick money. It's not a easy quick scheme that you can see this online. It's about hope. It's about building a long legacy for the family. It is legit. It is taxable. It's about seeing the path that when you give your time and work for it, you can see the success in this business that I am doing. So wherever you are, if you are a breadwinner, or even you are looking for something that you wanted to start to, reach out to me. I am here. I am willing to help you We have a system and we have the community and a guidance that help you grow step by step. So I think to those of you who are watching, I hope I give this idea for you on how you can start, especially now in 2026. Few more weeks, right? So that's all I can share for today, everyone. I am very talkative and I'm giving a lot of actually. I told you my story is very long, but I just give only 20 minutes. I think that's good. So thank you, everyone, and to those who are watching, thank you so much. See you in the next live tomorrow, maybe the same time. Okay, bye, everyone.